Hello, nerds! Welcome to the Shoutout Show. Shoutout Show. I don't have a jingle for this one. All right. So, what is the Shoutout Show? Shoutout Show is if you have interacted with me on the socials, on the YouTubes, wherever within the course of the last week, or you have subscribed to a channel or followed one of the socials, then this is the place where I acknowledge you. Thank you very much, nerds, for doing the thing and interacting. Also, with your comments, we like to go a little back and forth. I will respond to you in text as soon as I see your comment, but then I'm going to call you out on the show here and kind of let people see, you know, the conversations that we're having, because a lot of this stuff is really good. I really appreciate the back and forth that I'm having with you guys. So I just want to share, and hopefully that's okay. So we don't have any of the other socials having the new. I'm only really focusing on the Twitter right now, because just trying to get the YouTube running well is taking up a lot of time. So yeah, we do have YouTube stuff to talk about. We're going to go to the main channel. We have 2 new subscribers. Also, when it comes to YouTube subs, if you have subscribed but you have your settings set to private, I don't see your name. So I can't give you a shout out. If you're looking for one, you're going to have to leave a comment or, you know, do something along those lines. Either way, I appreciate you. If you want to stay anonymous, stay anonymous. I'm, you know, I can get behind that. But we do have 2 new subscribers who didn't set their stuff to private, and that is Pauly Smit and Ruan Machado. I am so sorry, Mr. Machado, that I mispronounced your first name, but thank you very much, nerds, for the subscriptions over on the main channel. And then on the secondary channel, Nerd News Clips, which is probably where you're watching this, we have 3 people who didn't have their settings set to private, and that is Evan Eli, Patricia Flores, and Pandathe Derp. If I mispronounce your names, I definitely apologize, but I am super appreciative for all of you nerds. Thank you very much for the subscriptions and follows and all that jazz. So that, with all of that out of the way, we've got a couple of things to talk about as far as comments go. First up, we're into the Slipknot reaction, the Quickie reaction that I do on each episode. Last time we did Slipknot, they put out a new track called Bone Church. I dig it. So a lot of people are digging it. First, we have a comment from Payne. Payne says, Slipknot has good soft songs. Love them and always want them. And then from Ben Renteria, again, I very much apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Ben says, one of the best songs, like a C-side to Volume 3, which is weird. I understand what you're saying. I'm not gonna, but actually to you, because I get the gist of it. But yeah, that is such a fun, like, not fun. That's not an accurate word to describe a Slipknot track. But Slipknot music is fantastic, and the diversity is what keeps it fantastic. Like I said in the Quickie reaction, if you don't have Slipknot making, you know, a Skin Ticket from time to time, or this Bone Church song, or Scissors on the first album, then you don't get the bangers of People Equal Shit, or I'm gonna blank a bunch of great song names, and Eyeless, or, you know, just the really heavy, like, crushing tunes. You don't get those without the lighter ones, because, you know, then you get a lot more homogenous kind of sound, and that's not what Slipknot does. That's not what they're known for, I guess I should say. So yeah, I agree. Also, I don't know why I didn't put it in my notes, but there was somebody who said that they didn't really appreciate the song, and that's fine. I appreciate the difference of opinion. I don't agree, but, you know, you're definitely welcome to have yours. So yeah, that's, oh no, I thought there was more than just this. So we have, previously we talked about Babymetal, and in the last Shoutout show, I addressed a comment from somebody about Babymetal, and in the comments section of the last Shoutout show, I was corrected. Not going to read this whole thing because I don't know if you can see this, but like it starts there and then goes, that's all of it right there. So they wrote a lot. There's a lot of stuff in here, and I have read it and I responded and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to say this. I was definitely put to task with my minimal amount of knowledge for Babymetal. I only kind of did surface research on the band when I previously talked about them. And they have a pretty rabid fan base, which is kind of the way a lot of the Japanese and Korean pop stuff goes. This is definitely J-pop with metal guitars. Having gone through again this giant of a comment, it comes from I'm gonna acknowledge the dude because he corrected me and I deserved the correction. Grington 300. He suggests, all right, so if you are on the fence about Babymetal, this guy is obviously a fan. I still am not. I have a little bit more respect for what they do, but I still don't like the music that they put out. Like, that is just, there's no accounting for taste in a lot of ways. So, he says to check out Megitsune, Rondo of Nightmare, Ijimi Dame Zetai, all from the first record, and try to find live versions of all these songs. And that will give you a better understanding of who the band is. It still feels a little too manufactured. I understand that there was a lot of issues with the manufacturing process of this group, and that, people didn't think it was going to work, and, against all odds kind of stuff. That's why I have more of an appreciation for what they've done. It still sounds way too plastic. Which, the kind of how pop music sounds to me a lot of times. So that's why I can't appreciate the music, just the plasticiness of it, the shininess of it, if you will. But again, different appreciation for who they are and what they do. So yeah, I thought there was more comments, but I could be very much mistaken. So yeah, that is the shout out show, nerds. I mean, it was a short one, it was a sweet one, but it was a fun one nonetheless. So next week, I will be addressing your comments, thanking you for your subscriptions and your follows and all that jazz. I will see you then, but before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.